What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another vlog by yours truly, your one and only Geek Squad nerd at the Geek Squad. I have had a pretty decent week, but it's been pretty uneventful for the most part. I hope you guys have also had a good week. I really struggled with coming up with topics this week to talk about because, my weeks, they don't really change too much. I go to work, I go home. I go to work, I go home. I buy something or I pay for something. That's pretty much my life in a nutshell. Not a lot of, not a lot of adventure in my life. But I did want to talk about a few things. First thing I want to mention is the passing of Hiroyuki Tagawa, Mortal Kombat movie actor, Shang Tsung. That is a big bummer. It is sad because, he was a great actor. He played in Man in the High Castle, which I absolutely loved. And he was in Mortal Kombat. And I've seen him in a few other things. I just don't know off the top of my head what they were. But whenever I play Mortal Kombat or think of Mortal Kombat, my Shang Tsung has always been Hiroyuki. And he'll always be Shang Tsung to me. In any Mortal Kombat game, that's who I'll imagine when I'm thinking Shang Tsung. So, just wanted to bring that up and honor him and say he will be missed. But hopefully he's on to bigger and greater things in the great beyond. Let's see. I had a couple paranoid customers this week, but I don't remember all their stories. But I do remember that I had this customer who was extremely paranoid. She came in a few days before this, crying and talking to one of my other agents that I work with. And she was paranoid and worried about being stalked. And she had a bunch of phones. And all of them were locked, in activation lock, which was really weird. She had about three or four phones, and all of them were activation locked. So I ended up doing a restore on one of them, but she didn't want me to do anything with any of the others, and she was very concerned that she was being stalked. I get a lot of customers that think they're being stalked online. I don't know why so many people think they're so important that they would be the ones getting stalked. But I can't really judge. Maybe they are. But my experience tells me these people are typically more just overly paranoid than actually being stalked, considering I've maybe come across two genuine stalker scenarios in my entire tech history. Paranoid customers thinking they're stalked is a constant, is a main feature of being a tech guy. Or a main scenario for a tech guy. One of the big things we deal with. And let's see, I ended up passing out at work the other day. My POTS I had a POTS episode. I was sitting right here where I am now, and I was just doing some work on the laptop, doing a funk check, and I ended up just blacking out and falling to the ground. Twisted my ankle pretty gnarly. It's been feeling a little bit better today. I've been able to walk on it easier, but that was embarrassing because two of my coworkers, Aaron Yang and Connor, were both like, "Whoa, are you all right, man?" Fortunately, they didn't laugh or make it an issue. They just helped me back up, and I moved on with my evening. But it's still embarrassing. I hate when I have an episode, which I don't actually have very often, fortunately. But when it does happen, it's always embarrassing to me. I know I shouldn't be embarrassed by it because it's not something I can control, but it is. It's embarrassing. Let's see. What else do I have to talk about? I ended up getting my new printer this week, the P2S. So now I have a P1S and a P2S 3D printer. they are always printing me some sort of fancy object or another, collectible, or I don't know if they'd really be considered collectibles when they are 3D prints, but to me they're collectibles. They're statues and picture hue forges, which is little pictures, and starships, all sorts of things. But I printed off a green Yoshi this week and a bunch of different hue forges. Right now, I am printing off a copper colored dragon egg. I'm gonna print off a bunch of different colored dragon eggs because dragons are cool and dragon eggs are cool. And next week I go for my, oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the 3D printer. One thing that annoyed me with my new 3D printer is nowhere on the product page does it say it doesn't come with a specific item that you need to use in order to have in order to use an AMS system, which is what I have on my P1S. So I ordered the P2S thinking it would come with this hub because the P1S did, but the P1S was a combo unit. This one was not. I just thought it would come with it because the last one did. And reviews all said it did, but they all had the combo unit too. So I had nothing to make me think that the non-combo unit was going to not come with the adapter I need in order to hook up my AMS unit to the printer. So now I have to wait like 2 more weeks in order to use the second 3D printer with an AMS unit. Right now I'm just printing off with single color prints on it, but it's still aggravating. I wish it would have said that on their webpage, so I could have planned for that or at least anticipated it. Oh well, can't do nothing about it, so I might as well just accept it. Let's see. I go for an endoscopy next week on Wednesday. So that's gonna be fun. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, but I'm probably not gonna make that appointment. Almost assuredly, I'm not gonna make that appointment because I work that day. I thought I requested that day off, but apparently I forgot. So hopefully it's something I can easily just reschedule. I don't know. I gotta look into that. I might have to ask someone to work for me that day because I forgot all about that. But I gotta get it taken care of, so I gotta figure something out or reschedule it. But yeah, I've got that endoscopy coming up next week. And if I clear that, then I'm even closer to getting the bariatric surgery. I am really, really trying to push and move quick on this bariatric stuff. So, because I don't want to lose my insurance before I get that surgery. And I'm worried that any day they're going to say I make too much money to have my insurance, even though I don't really make much money. I make minimum wage. I just get decent hours for now. And I'm not even, that's a whole nother topic. I'm getting paid minimum wage, but I'm not even a full-time employee, even though they have me working full-time hours just about. But I can't afford to raise the issue to them because instead of them making a full-time employee, they're more likely to just cut me back down to minimum hours like a part-time employee is supposed to have. I would rather them just make me a full-time employee and give me full-time benefits, but they won't do that. They're more likely to cut my hours than to give me a full-time status. So I'm in a rock and a hard place right there because I'm concerned eventually that's going to cost me my insurance and I won't get the option to get insurance through my job because I'm not a full-time employee. I don't know what to do. I really don't. So if anyone's got any input how I should go about this, finding a better job isn't really an option either because I need to be able to get to the job. And part of the reason why this job works out so well is that it's really close to my home. And it's still $150, $160 every 2 weeks to get to and from work. I'm paying about $300 a month, $320 a month for rides to and from work through Lyft. That's crazy. That's crazy. You'd think I'd be able to find someone to dedicate to give me a ride for like $100 a month, and they'd be all over it. But I'm struggling in that department too. Uh, Part of the reason why I'm scared to drive is because of the pots. The pots can randomly just, I mean, all the time, all the time. I'll even just stretch and things will go black on me for a few minutes, for a few seconds. I won't fully pass out, but I'll glaze over and my vision will be dark. That's mostly what I deal with when it comes to pots. It's not full on passing out, but I don't know, man. Anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog here, you guys. I wanted just to say, what can you do? State of the world we're in these days. It's just live day by day is all you can really do right now. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. You guys have a good week. I will see you after the endoscopy and after another week of adventure, non-adventure. You guys, peace out. Bam.